Ryan Shorthouse, founder of the Bright Blue think tank, is with me. Hello, Ryan.
Hello.
More inheritance, then. People should be taxed more on the estates if the money is unearned. Is this what you're going to say?
Well, no, I just don't think it should be a priority to reduce or abolish inheritance tax when the weight of taxation in this country is overwhelmingly on working age people and work. Income tax and national insurance form the largest basis of taxes that the Treasury receives.
50% of people don't pay any income tax.
To university, they also have student loan.
50% of people don't even pay income tax, do they, in this country, or approaching that number?
I don't know the exact figures, but I do know that taxes from work, whether that be income tax or national insurance, are the biggest earners for the Treasury.
Top 1% of owners are paying 30% of income tax, aren't they?
I don't think if the Treasury has a priority to cut taxes, then sorry, if the Treasury. Sorry, my children came into the room.
Oh, it's okay, Ryan. It's perfectly okay. They'll get your time, but not your money, because the government are going to have that.
But if the Treasury has some money to be able to relieve people of certain taxation, I think the focus should be on younger people who are working and working age people. And look, inheritance tax is basically on recipients, people who are lucky to have received that. And as the gentleman who was before me was saying, there's obviously lots of exemptions in place, a £1 million allowance for people if they're transferring the money.
Where do you live?
Directly to their children. So my point is that the priority should be on people who are striving to have a good life and reducing the taxation on them, rather than the people who already have a good life.
Of course, I understand the points that you're making, but a lot of people in the 80s, the 90s, 2000s, people who had children, did the right thing, went without meals, went without holidays, had a lesser car, didn't change it, tried to do the right thing, look after their family. They get to a point, and a lot of people, houses, yes, have gone up. They've had to be serviced and looked after, but it's house price inflation and the fact that thresholds haven't changed, which offends people. They do not feel that it's fair at this point, a lot of people. And I know that I'm not talking about some areas of the country. I'm talking largely about the southeast, which is another thing.
Yeah, no, I understand all of those things. But as I say, I think the £1 million allowance is quite generous. If you have a property which is £1 million or above,
it to each other, then it's the family home as well. I see.
I get that, but most beneficiaries of inheritance are people in their 60s. And are disproportionately, not saying they're super rich, but they are disproportionately.
So why should the government have that money?
Because politics is about choices.
Well, hold on. Morally, why should the government have that money? What have the government done to earn that money?
Because the government has to fund various public services. It has to
go
make
and fix
choices.
The way you run things, rather than
not
take
that
people.
Popular across the board. So where do we tax it? And I'm saying if we need to relieve taxation on some people, it should be on younger people who are working their socks off on very low incomes. That should be the priority for tax cuts. Now, I understand people have problems around inheritance tax, but the government has to make choices, and it can't cut taxes everywhere. So if it's going to cut taxes, it should do on people on the lowest incomes.
Death tax, right? You support a death tax. How dare you?
I don't support a death tax because it's not a tax on the dead person. You can't tax the dead person. It's a tax on the recipient of that who is lucky enough to receive that.
Ryan,
there's lots of evidence from universities that suggests that people who receive inheritance are less likely to have an incentive to work, and also inheritance taxes, because they exist, tend to lead to people from more affluent backgrounds.
I understand that. I hate rich people getting more than me.
In their formative years.
Ryan, how much is your house worth?
How much is my house worth? Why is that important?
I'm just trying to work out your bill.
Well, I'm only 37, so hopefully I've got a lot more.
I wonder if you'll still feel the same when you're 60, 65, 70 and the kids are a bit grown up and, you're not working your backside off like... I wonder how it'd be interesting. Ryan, I really appreciate the thoughts. The children await, and I'm sure you've got better things to do than speak to me. Much
Okay,
appreciate
thank
your
you.
time. Take care of yourself. Founder of the Bright Blue think tank. You know what's really annoying about Ryan? He made a lot of sense there.